All right, what's going on? Welcome to Group Chart Analysis. Is it Monday? Monday? Monday. Yeah. Monday, August 13th, 2018. The first official trade day that's going to be at least legitimate to trade. So let me see. Is this actually loaded correctly? Yeah, this is right. Cool. Let's take a look at what we got here. I didn't really look at any of the charts last night, just kind of doing my thing. But we did have all the pairs that we were looking at, especially my main four. If you guys know my pairs, EU, Gold, GU, and AU. I look for them to be, those are like my top four, and all of them were continued sells or consolidated zones. Looking at them right now, and it looks like all of them consolidated. You maybe could have caught a few pips on the drop when, on AU when it came up to that water, but like nothing real crazy was moving around. So this is what we've been waiting for. So we could be seeing some nice little reversals play out this week for these four pairs in general. And then watch. Yeah. This shit's crazy. Okay. So let's look at EU. So EU. So the thing of no connection. Oh, there we go. So EU last week ended the week with a new low, and then it came down. Sorry. All right, this thing is literally taking forever. All right, this thing is like not loading right now. I think it's because it lost connection real quick. Hopefully, I don't turn off their Wi-Fi. Take that. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's lit. Let's go. Did he just grab that from me? Just savage. All right. So this took out the new low. What we were looking for was that consolidation right here. Boom, boom, boom. And then we're looking for either a pullback to that catch-up or a pullback to that water. This is on the 4 hour, so nothing real crazy. I mean, I think I want to see like a W form right here. This isn't just going to go straight up like that for a pullback. I do want to see some sort of drop back down tonight for that retail. 1, 2. It's oversold. It's not really divergent in the sense that I like to see it. So the most that we'll see this thing do, guys, is pretty much what I was just saying on the 4 hour. Is we're gonna watch it come up to the water tonight on the 1 hour, and then we're gonna look for that retail. All right. So long term. So for tonight, look for that drop, because if this is gonna pull back, EU has to throw a pattern on a higher scale, 4 hour, daily, whatnot. So we'll be looking for this thing to come up, hit the water, and then drop back down for the retest, and then coming Tuesday, Wednesday, or Wednesday, Thursday, we'll look for the reversal patterns to play it for the other side buy. So that's what we'll be looking for tonight on EU. Now, gold, similar in a way. It actually already started making that W. It's on a 15-minute. You see that 4 hour. So gold beginning this week. Look at that. This is why I told you guys not to trade fucking gold for a buy. This thing was definitely continuing for that sell. It continued to drop. It made it low literally on the daily too. This is the low right here. If you guys see on my chart 1195.21, that was the low that needed to be broke, because the next low that it's going to retest on the daily, and we all know the higher time frames are the best time frames, is right here, which is 117981. That's about, what, 14 pips away? I'm going to do the math right now. 16 pips away. So should be pretty good. That's on the 4 hour. So we'll be looking for that to possibly pull up short term, and then we'll continue to sell on gold. Hold on, wait for it to load up. Come on. Why is it not loaded? It is not loading. What's up? Oh, here we go. That was weird. Yeah, the most that you got, this thing is like being weird right now. Must be the Wi-Fi from Panera. All right, let's see this. Refresh. All right, cool. Volume. Black. black. It's forming that pattern. It's not divergent. It's oversold. This is the hour. So the most we'll see tonight, like I said, is somewhat the same thing. Now, I don't know if this is going to just shoot right down because of how close these EMAs are. But ideally, what we'll probably see is on the hour, it will shoot up to that Mayo, or the hour, it will shoot up to the water, which is this 15-minute Mayo. So you look for the shot. It's throwing a W right now. It's been divergent here. So we'll look for this thing to shoot up, pull back, retest that water, and you're looking for it to hit that 15-minute Mayo. So that's the short term. That's tonight. And we'll look for tomorrow night to possibly be that drop to continue down, or based upon how far it pushes up tonight, we'll see exactly whether or not we're going to be taking it for a nice sell either tomorrow or Thursday. So, but today's Monday, so Tuesday. You guys are going to be for midweek reversal. GU. Where? Oh, they put it in the car. Okay. GU was the continued sell. I told you guys it was going to consolidate like it did. It's been taking out the lows. Now, it is oversold, not extremely oversold. It's in the oversold region on the week, the daily, the 4 hour, and the hour, and it's not quite divergent. I think what we're going to do is see an expected pullback. Two things are going to happen. Bounce off the water, continue, or, again, break it, retest, and go up. I would love to see this thing pull up. It is due for a pullback. It's been dropping for so long, and it's been divergent for a minute. So hopefully tonight, if there's no news, I mean, depending on how everything goes, look for that break in the water on the hour. Look for that break. Look for everything to push through, and then we'll see that shot up to either that 144 or that Mayo. And then we could look for that sell. But again, this is against the trend. The trend is down, so all this will be a pullback. So that's what you're going to be looking for. AU did exactly what we're doing. It just continued here. This thing is due as well for a pullback to the upside. This one's hella divergent on the 1 hour. The 4 hour is also divergent. This thing is bound to pull back to at least the catch up first, which is the 1 hour water. All right. That's why we're sticking to the water here. The water is the most ideal thing. So short term, you're looking for buys up to the 1 hour water on AU. That's what we're looking for. And then looking for a continuation shot. So U-Chief, still in the consolidation. If you guys see, I still have this thing for a long-term buy. It's been wicking hard. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's been wicking all these sellers down here. So this thing is inevitable. It will eventually shoot up. That's my prediction on here, and we'll look for the shot up to continue to the upside. First place it will retest is that high, so I would stay clear of U-Chief until you see a break in those trend lines, because right now they're just trapping the fuck out of traders in every aspect. You got it here, so I'll grab here. They're trapping traded hard right now, and they're about to pop off. So be really careful, U-Chief, but I do expect this thing to see some upside potential. And eventually get that nice little buy for it. UJ. Damn, UJ reversed hard. Look at that shit. First place you want it to go is to that water, and it fucking did. Now, this momentum right here is definitely what we're looking for. UJ is about to continue up, all right? When you see it push that hard, I'm sorry, but I don't really see this thing coming back down. The only way this thing would come back down, it would be to retest that blueberry, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Ultimately, I do see this thing coming upwards. So that push up on the shorter time frame may be able to push this thing up to a spot where it's consolidating, and it's going to go straight up to that water on the 1 hour, right? On the 4 hour, sorry. And it's divergent as shit on the 4 hour. If you guys see it from here, it's oversold all the way up to today. For the last 3 weeks, it's been oversold. And then that 1 hour just kind of sealed the deal. So look for this thing to continue up again. The trend will be continuing. It's going to go to that 15-minute blueberry, which is the 1 hour Mayo and 4 hour water, right? So that's what you're going to be looking for. GJ. This thing has been consolidating. We were looking for the reversal up to the point, so it shot up to that water as predicted. And I wanted to shoot back down, but this actually might be following UJ to a T as well. This JBY pairs have been confluent. And, they've been aligning like crazy lately. And it's divergent as shit. It's extremely oversold for the last few days here on the 1 hour. And it just shot up to the blueberry, which is the first reversal part of the zone. So here, what we're probably going to be seeing, and it's just coming out of the volatility band, is a slight pullback. Right? It's going to get stuck up in here. What you're seeing is like a wedge type deal, where it's going to be trapped up in here. See this? The trap until something happens in between these EMAs here. You notice the Mayo and the water are close together. You see a pop off. Right? I would love to see this. This is a bullish wedge. It took out this high, or actually, I don't know if it did. Let me see. Put it right here. It matched it. It whipped higher than it, but we are still looking for this thing to be a bullish upside. So let me just make sure in the higher time frame is good. Look at that wick on the daily. Jesus. This thing is bound for a reversal. You guys are looking for buys on TJ. EA. Still pulling back. Yesterday it shot up again. It's going to be consolidating, but we are still looking for long-term sells. If you guys have been holding this for a swing, it's still valid. You're still good. Just hold it. Let it do its thing. It's going to fucking play out the right way. Daily. It actually might be throwing sauce right here. For those of you that like to watch sauce. If we see this thing drop tonight, it will have presented sauce. So we need this thing by the next, was it 24? 26, around 30-something hours from now. We need this thing to be dropping down to here to the recent daily. If it drops down to here tomorrow and it closes, that will be sauce on the daily. And guess what? That's another entry for a long-term sell. So be ready. Be ready. I'm just holding this shit. And it's divergent on the 15-minute for a small head and shoulders here. Another reason to sell it. So you guys could actually sell it now if you want and hold it. GA bound. It is also divergent as fuck. GA and EA have been pretty much doing the same shit for the last couple of days. I do believe GA will drop again. I think this is just an over exaggerated push up. And like every time I tell you, GBP pairs are the only pairs that can go through the EMAs like they are right now and still shoot down. Right? Most of the time we look for it to come up and hit the water or hit the Mayo and then tank, right? Well, GBP pairs are one of the only pairs that will go through an EMA like this and then consolidate above it and still drop, right? So I have this thing still for a drop. It's above the stationary 50, yes, on the 4 hour, but it's oversold and divergent on the 1 hour, and it's extremely oversold and divergent on the 15 minutes. So we're going to be really paying attention to this. This thing might tank down. Just be really careful. I like EA better, but just understand that's what we're looking for. GZ, I haven't really been playing this pair, but it's inside of a very massive wedge. It's in the middle. I wouldn't touch it. Wait for it to come up. If it comes up, doesn't break it, then you're selling it. If it comes back down, it doesn't break it, you're buying it. It's in the middle right now, so I wouldn't touch it. G-Chief, continued to sell. It's been consolidating. This is exactly what we wanted. It just hasn't really moved whatsoever. The daily, oh, there we go, sorry. Lost connection for a second. The daily is hitting in the oversold region right now. The weekly is, what's the weekly? Come on. If it wants to load. Sorry, the thing like lost connection for a second. Alright. Yeah, that weekly tanked. Yeah, this is definitely a downtrend. You guys are going to be looking for this thing to shoot up. Oops. Sorry, you guys are definitely looking for this thing to eventually pull back to that water. This is on 4 hours, so let me see that 1 hour. 1 hour is divergent. Continue the same way. Bounce off the water. If it doesn't break it, sell it. If it breaks the water, come back, retest, buy it. That's all you can really do right now. G-Chief's in that consolidated zone. You can't really mess with it. UCAT, I'll go over UCAT real quick and then we're done. Let me actually get rid of NZD CAT because I don't really care about this pair. And UCAT has just been kind of fucking around. It through, looks like a sauce on weekly, daily, shot up, hitting the trend line. Here to here. It's oversold, but it's not divergent. 1 hour is divergent. It dropped down. I feel like this thing might actually. All right, it's in the middle right now. It could do a couple things here in the hour. What did I just put? 4 hours. Oh, that didn't update. That's why. 50, 30 minute. What the fuck was this? Oh, it didn't update. That's why. So it shot up. Thank you. Kindly. What'd you get now? Oh my God. You fatty. Sorry, witnessing people in front of me eat McDonald's like they think it's healthy. Carbs, yeah, it's hella carbs. It didn't quite hit that trend line. It is divergent. Is that a cookie? Oh God. I ate a cookie. We're good. Only way you're gonna sell this. Look at that drop. Pull back. Drop here. It needs to break the water. Do not sell this if it doesn't break the water, because what this could easily do, yes, it's divergent, but UCAD's also a bitch. To bounce off this water and go straight up. So be really careful on UCAD. Not my favorite pair. It still has room to shoot up too. So I'm just saying, just be really careful on that. But if it does drop, it's going. If it respects this trend line, it's going to drop all the way down to that 4 hour water. I mean, blueberry. So it's looking good. The RSI is looking good. I like it for a sell. The RSI looks like it's going to be like this. It looks clean. I like it. So be ready for that. Let's see what happens. You guys know my 4 favorite pairs, so keep it real. Be on the lookout, and let's catch these pips. So that being said, let's go tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow, 9 o'clock. We'll go over what happened. I'm more excited for tomorrow and Thursday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I'm not excited for tonight because I want to see how this stuff play out. So tomorrow's chart analysis should be way better setup-wise. We'll know exactly what to look for after this, and we'll get some nice entries in on that. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Everyone have a good night. Peace out.